Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be discussing division of fraction. On this channel we've been able to treat addition of fraction, subtraction of fraction, multiplication of fraction. You can check some of our videos on this channel. We have those videos right there to help you. The truth is, as simple as fraction is, there are some mistakes that students do make when operating with fraction. So it is very important for us to go through these videos so that, because we will be coming across fraction in different form while solving some questions in mathematics in different topics. So the moment we understand these basic principles, we'll be able to maneuver our way around different fractions that will be coming across our way. A quick recap: we have three types of fraction. We have proper fraction, we have improper fraction, we have mixed fraction. A proper fraction is when the numerator is less than the denominator. Like we have here, the numerator is less than the denominator. Improper fraction is when the numerator is greater than the numerator, like we have here. While a mixed fraction is when we have a whole number and a proper fraction by the side. A whole number and a proper fraction by the side. So very quickly, unlike addition and subtraction, if you are operating with fraction with addition and subtraction, you have to go through LCM. But for multiplication and division, you don't have to go through LCM. You have to cut out or divide such that your answer will come out. But I will advise that we always ensure we break our number into smaller units so that we will not be working with bigger numbers to make our job easier and faster. Now, there is a little difference in multiplication of fraction and division of fraction, but they are almost the same, just a step difference between division and multiplication. So I will explain that very quickly, then we'll solve the 5 questions we are having on the screen. Now, for division, unlike multiplication, it's either you cut out or multiply the numerator or multiply the denominator. But this time around, when you have division like this, the first thing you are going to do is to change this division to multiplication. But take note, while changing this to multiplication, the fraction on your right hand side, you are going to swap the denominator to the numerator and the numerator to the denominator. Numerator is the number up, denominator is the number down. So the moment you change this division to multiplication, you bring this number that is down up and you bring the one up down. Then you go through the multiplication of fraction process. So let's quickly do that so that we can understand my explanation. Let's say solution number 1. Awesome. So we have 3 over 7 divided by 12 over 21. That's the first question. So, like I said, what you need to do first is to change this your division sign to what? To multiplication. That's the first thing we are going to do. We are going to change it to what? To multiplication. Awesome. But the moment you change this to multiplication, you bring your denominator up and your numerator down, so that we can now have 12 over 21. This 12 over 21 that we have, can now have 21 over 12. The moment you change this division sign to multiplication, what you have down will go up. So 21 is going up and 12 is coming down. Then you have it like multiplication of fraction already. You can cut out or multiply. So anyone that suits you, you do. So from here, you just go through the same process like multiplication of fraction. It is as easy and simple as that. So now let's cut out to see if we can get smaller numbers. Okay, let's see what number can cut. Okay, this 3 can cut here and can cut here. 7 can cut here and can cut here. So depending on what you actually want. Okay, let's do 7. 7 will cut here and 7 will cut here. So if 7 should cut here, that means this 7 has gone to be 1. If you remove 7 here, 7 is 21, we have 3 left. Awesome. So what can we do again? We can still cut or we can multiply depending on what we actually want. Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, let's work with this 3. 3 can cut here, that's 1. 3 can cut here, that's 4. So that means we are left with 1 here. We are left with what? 4 here. Awesome. Okay, let's multiply the 2 that we now have here. Great. So if you say 3 times 1 at the numerator, you will have 3. 1 times 4 at the denominator, you will have 4. Awesome. So that's our answer. In the same vein, even before cutting into smaller numbers, if you say 3 times 21 divided by 7 times 12, you will have bigger number, but you still get this answer. But for us to get our answer without stressing ourselves much, let's cut into smaller numbers. So let's go straight to question number 2. This one has mixed fraction. It has mixed fraction. That's mixed fraction. So let's say solution 2. Let's say solution 2. Now, first thing first, we need to convert our mixed fraction to either proper or improper fraction, as the case may be. That's the first thing we need to do first before we change our division to multiplication. So there is a little bit. Let's see. Okay, let's change. If we have 5 times 5 will give us 25. 25 plus 3 will give us 28. 25 plus 3 will give us what? 28. That is 28 over 5. We have been able to change this to improper fraction. 5 times 5, 25 plus 3, 28 over 5. Divided by, we are yet to change, so let's put our division sign. Divided by, okay, let's have this. Let's change this to improper fraction as well. 3 times 7 is 21 plus 1, 22. So we have 22 over 3 here. We have 22 over 3 here. Awesome. So we've been able to change this to 28 over 5. We've been able to change this to 22 over 3. So the next thing is for us to change this our division sign to multiplication. But don't forget, while doing that, we are going to swap what we have down up, or we have up down. Let's quickly do that. So if you have this, if you are changing this to multiplication, it means we are going to swap what we have down up. So that means 3 will go up and 22 will come down. after changing this division to multiplication. So now we can multiply the numerator that we have up, denominator down, or let's cut into smaller numbers to make our job easier. Let's cut into smaller numbers. So let's see what we can use to cut. Great. So let's see what we can use to cut. If we want to cut now, let's look at numbers that can easily work out for us. Okay, 2 can cut, can make use of 2 here, we'll be left with 14. Can make use of 2 here, we'll be left with 11. So that means up here we are left with 14, and down here we are left with what? 11. Awesome. Can any number cut again? No. You cannot use 2. 3 cannot go. So since there is no number that can go again, so all we need to do is to multiply 14 times 3 and multiply 5 times 11. Awesome. Once there is no number that can cut again, that's what you are going to do. So let's quickly see that 14 times 3 will give us what? That's 42. Correct. 42, yes. 14 times 3 will give us what? 42. Now 5 times 11 will give us what? That's 55. Awesome. So is there any number that can cut? 2 can go up but cannot go down. 5 can go down but cannot go up. Since there is no number that can divide 2 of them accurately again, that means we leave an answer like this: 42 over 55. That's our answer. Let's go straight to question number 3. So we say solution number 3. Awesome. Solution number 3. Now we have 3 over 8 divided by 45 over 64. Now this one, we have proper fraction here, we have proper fraction here as well. So with this, all we just need to do first is to change our division to multiplication. Great. So we just change this to multiplication. And remove what we have here. Then we swap. That means 64 will come up. 64 will come up and 45 will be down. Awesome. Now after doing this, the next thing is for us to break into smaller numbers. It is not compulsory. You can multiply the numerator together, the denominator together, and divide. But to make your job easier, I would advise you break into smaller numbers. So let's see what number we can work with that can help us to break it into smaller numbers. Okay, let's bring down. If we say 8 can cut itself to be 1, and 8 and 64 give us 8. Awesome. That means we are left with 3 over 1 here. We are left with 3 over 1, and we have 8 up here because we have cut it out. Awesome. So is there any number that can cut again? Okay, 3 can still go in 45. Great. Okay, let's do this first. Let's bring this down here. Okay, 3 can still go in 45. So if you say bring out our 3, say 3 can cut here 1, 3 can go in 45 15 times. Awesome. So that means we are left with 1 here, and we are left with what? 15 here. Awesome. So there's no number that can cut again. So we are left with this. So if you say 1 times 8 will give us 8, 1 times 15 will give us 15. So 8 over 15 is our final answer. Straight to question number 4. I'm sure you can see that it's very easy and interesting. Straight to question number 4. This one has 2 mixed fractions. Just a slight difference from multiplication of fraction. Just a slight difference, because in multiplication of fraction, we are going to multiply, but in division, you change the division to multiplication first before you multiply. So now let's convert these are mixed fraction to improper fractions first. So we say 3 times 1 will give us 3, plus 1 will give us 4. So we have 4 over 3 here. Now let's look at this. 9 times 2 will give us 18. 18 plus 5 will give us what? 23. Give us what? 23. That means we have 23 over 9. Awesome. The next thing is for us to change this divide to multiplication. So by so doing, don't forget we are going to swap. So let me put solution number 4 here. Number 4, so that it won't get mixed up. Awesome. So where are we? We've been able to change this to 4 over 3, and we've been able to change this to 23 over 9. Awesome. So what we want to do now is to change our division to multiplication. So while doing that, that means we are going to swap. Okay, let's put multiplication here first. Great. So that means 9 will go up, and 23 will come down. Great. So we have 4 over 3 times 9 over 23 after changing our sign. So now let's see how we can cut to have smaller number. Is there any number that can cut themselves? I think we have. Great. So let's see those numbers. Okay, 3 can work with 3 here. If you remove 3 here, 3 here will be 3. That means we are left with 1 here, and we are left with what? 3 here. Awesome. Is there any number that can still work out? 2 can go here, 2 cannot go, 3 can go, 3 cannot go. Okay. Since we don't have any number left, let's try and multiply up and down and see. So 4 times 3 up here will give us what? 4 times 3 will give us 12. 1 times 23 will give us 23. So there is no number that can cut here and cut here at the same time. So we'll leave our answer like this: 12 over 23. Awesome. So let's go straight to our last question. 1 mixed fraction divided by 1 proper fraction. It can come in any form. Let's see solution number 5. 5. Great. So we have 5 1 over 8 divided by 3 over 16. So first thing first is for us to change our mixed fraction to what? To an improper fraction. So we say 8 times 5 will give us what? 40. 40 plus 1 will give us what? 41. So we now have 41 over 8 on our left hand side divided by 3 over 16. Great. So the next thing is for us to change our division to multiplication. Don't forget, the moment we change our division to multiplication, we are going to swap what we have here. That means 16 will come up and 3 will go down. Great. So we now have 16 over 3 on our right hand side. So can we cut to get to have smaller numbers? Let's see numbers that we can work with. Let's see numbers that we can work with. Okay. We can work with 8 here because 8 can cut here 1, 8 can cut here 2. So we left with 1 here, and we left with what? 2 here. Awesome. Is there any number that can cut up and down again? I think no. No, there is no number again. Okay. If that is the case, let's multiply all our numerator and multiply all our denominator. Awesome. So 41 times 2 will give us what? 82. 41 times 2 will give us 82. Awesome. 1 times 3 will give us 3. So our answer is 82 over 3. But this is an improper fraction. Let's try and see if we can change it to what? A mixed fraction. Let's see if we can change it to a mixed fraction. Awesome. So how many times will 3 go in 82? How many times? That's 27 times. That's 27 times. Because if you say 27 times 3 will give you 81. That's 27 times. So it will be 27 as our whole number. So you'll be left with 1. Awesome. Because if you say 3 times 27, it will give you 81. 81 plus 1, that will give you 82 over 3. So this is our final answer. You can always pause or rewind this video for better clarification and understanding. Kindly drop a comment with us if you have any issue with any of our solution, either in this video or some other videos we have on our YouTube channel. And kindly help us to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel, My Simple Maths. Don't forget to press the notification bell so that you can always receive notification from us whenever we post a new video. Thank you.